So it's 9 o'clock on a Sunday night, and I have a rhetoric speech due tomorrow that I haven't even started. I'm tired, restless, and the only motivation at this point is the sooner I'm done, the sooner I can sleep. We're all students here and have done something like this before, some only once, and now use this as motivation to be proactive and are plenty successful because of it. I applaud you, truly. But most of us, especially me, need something else to inspire or motivate us. That extra motivation for me was recently found in Outliers, and I believe it is a sure path to success for those that can follow it. Malcolm Gladwell's ideas in Outliers stood out to me because of their simplicity. He generally talked about three reasons people became so successful: hard work, opportunity, and luck. Gladwell talks about 10,000 hours being enough practice time in any skill to become an expert, looking at Mozart or the Beatles with regards to music, as well as Gladwell's examples of Bill Gates and Bill Joy with computers. This is very clear. Now, this made sense to me. 10,000 hours is a ridiculous amount of time to be learning and practicing one thing, so surely that leads to expertise. But success is more than that. You could have 10,000 hours of practice time on a skill like playing the trumpet, but with no one around to hear you, who then is to name you the best? If you don't try to get recognized, who is going to invite you to play with all of the best musicians, and who is going to lead you to fame and fortune? As for my colleagues that have said success is more than fame and fortune, well, a musician needs to be recognized to obtain their full potential. Gladwell says that to become an expert in the first place takes people with connections that recognize your talent and give you opportunities to learn from the best musicians and play enough time to achieve that 10,000 hours. So taking advantage of opportunities is just as much a factor of success as hard work. Gladwell's example was that the Beatles got their expertise by playing shows every day for hours on end. If the Beatles didn't accept the invitations to play shows, or even search out shows themselves, they never would have gotten the experience needed to become one of the most well-known rock bands of all time. Ultimately, Gladwell is saying that working hard to take advantage of opportunities helps you achieve the necessary practice time and then eventually implement the 10,000 hours in a way that makes you successful. But where's the luck involved? Okay, so it's true that not every band has people asking them to perform, and it's true that you can search as hard as you can, but it seems no one will hire you. Success depends a little bit on where you live or what time period to determine who is around to help you, whether it be people with connections ready to lead you to fame and fortune, or people that need something you can offer, like clothing or other skills. But what Gladwell failed to mention was that people can move. Okay, you're stuck in your time period, but there are other ways to move and try to still be successful. If we look at Miles Davis, in his autobiography, he talks about moving to New York City in order to learn jazz in the place where most of the masters of jazz come from. You can also just surround yourself with people of similar talents and interests. Join a club with upperclassmen that work with companies hiring your skill. These students have the connections, you just need to go out and find the right group for you. There are certainly other ways to raise the odds in your favor when it comes to success, and it is up to the individual to pursue them. So Gladwell and my research in this class have showed me that working hard to take advantage of each opportunity that you come across, keeping in mind that you have the power to put yourself in a position with more favorable opportunities, is a direct path to success. Now, because I'm the last face on a screen you're all going to see preaching about success, you've basically heard this all already. Plus, we've all read the same books and articles, or at least most of them. But there has still been such a variety of speeches, meaning success is attainable in more ways than one. And that is what I believe was the purpose of this class, to find our own path to success through the culmination of what we learned. So I don't know if my way is the best right now, but I do know that if keeping all of these different success paths in mind and following only one, if it fails down the road, we will always have another to pick up and try, and that is the key to success.